an amazing time where we learn how to parent better. Now, somebody might be listening to today's webinar and be saying, I'm not a parent. What am I doing here? And all of that stuff. You don't have to be a parent to learn, what we are talking about today, because you are one day, someday going to be one, or looking after some children, or even use it as a reflection model for your own life. Hello, Diamond. Hi, nice to see you. Thank you very much for joining in. So share this video, share the link, share to your friends, share to your family, share to those that are around you, and let them come in and be a part of what is happening today. So today we have a beautiful topic in front of us, and I want you to please stay with me till the end. I'll try my best to go through the today's topic like very very fast. I will just try my best. I'll try my best. Okay. All right. So it says that
I'll try my best.
why smart parents still struggle with discipline. And yesterday we looked at an aspect of discipline, and today we are, going again in that light. Okay, so we are talking about why smart parents struggle with discipline. Okay, hello everyone. My name is Abiola Akielu, and I'm a certified family system engineer and also a parent coach, and of course the founder of Academy, where we help families to thrive. All right, so if you're just joining me, please just say hi in the comment section. Let me know that you are there. Encourage me. Let me know that you're there. Say hi, hi, and stay with me. You will get value for your time. You get value for your time. Okay, so today we're discussing something very important, because many parents today are educated, they are loving, they are committed, but despite all of that, discipline still feels difficult. And we are going to be looking at why. Some of the most intelligent parents struggle the most with discipline, right? Not because they don't love their children, not because they are bad parents, but because no one ever taught them something very important. And I'm going to be sharing that with you. Hello. I'm going to be sharing that with you. Okay, because parenting is leadership, and leadership requires structure. So love without structure creates confusion. Okay, structure without love creates fear, but strong homes combine both of them together. All right, now you might be saying, but I'm not a parent. Why am I listening to this? Well, like I said earlier on, it works for all forms of life. You might be wondering why you are where you are today. It might just be because you just need to add a little more structure to the things that you do that will help you become a much more better person. At the beginning of this year, like I said yesterday, you set a lot of goals. You said you wanted to do this, you wanted to do XYZ, you wanted to have millions of money in your account, you wanted to do this. And if you are not on that journey, one thing is missing. It's called discipline. And in that discipline is also called structure. Okay, so structure is missing, discipline is missing. But today we are going to uncover quite a lot of that and help us move to another level. Parenting as leadership. One of the biggest misunderstanding in modern parenting is this. Many people think parenting is only about love. Oh, I give my child everything, or parenting is about flogging, or parenting is about hitting, or parenting is controlling. Quite a lot of us wanted to leave the house early, wanted to get out of our houses early because we were being controlled by our parents. We wanted to leave and say, this house, I don't tire, in a Nigerian voice. I don't tire. I want to leave this house. Let me go and find my way. Let me go and do this. Let me go and do that. And, the person leaves. So some of us, we actually left our parents because we didn't want to be controlled. They were controlling us too much. That was why in fact, some people even got married because, let me get out of this oppression. They are oppressing me. Let me be able to run my own life. That is how some people got where they are. So many people think that parenting is only about love, or people think that marriage is only about love. Wait until bills start knocking on your door, then you will understand. Parenting is also about leadership. Yes, love is an ingredient in parenting. Yeah, and parenting is about leadership. Okay, children are not just raised; they are led. They do what they see you do more than what they listen to you say. All right, let that sink. What they see you do more than what they listen to you say. So if you say eating is not complete until you are done, until you wash your plates, you, when you finish eating your food, do you wash your plates? All right. Simple rules. All right. So leadership means clarity, consistency, and direction, just like I, mentioned just now. Okay. Sorry, give me a minute. I don't think my mic is on. Okay, leadership means clarity, it means direction, it means consistency. Are you consistent with it? Are you consistent with your leadership structure? Are you consistent with your leadership strategy? Are you consistent? Are you consistent? All right. So it's a question that I will leave for you to answer. Okay. On consistency. So imagine a school where children changes rule every day. Imagine you take a child to a school and there's no consistency, or you are anytime you come, the plane will be ready. Even you know that they are not flying to be. All right. So there will be confusion. But many homes operate exactly like that. There is no consistency. And when children experience confusion, they begin to test authority. They begin to look for hope, courage. They begin to look elsewhere, and that is why it seems like they are not listening to you, or they are not understanding what you are saying. Let me ask you honestly, how many parents have ever said, I told you this yesterday, and the child responded, but yesterday you said something different? If that happened before, type true in the comment section. Yeah, so your communication has to be clear, it has to be consistency, and it has to have a clear direction. All right, so we're moving to point number two. Yay, we're moving very fast today. So point number two, emotion cannot replace structure. And we talked a little bit about this yesterday. If you're not here yesterday, well, you just need to go back to the video, the link of yesterday, the playlist if you're watching on YouTube, the highlights if you're watching on TikTok and on Bingo Life. All right. So you need to just go back and you catch up on that, because many homes operate on what I call mood parenting. You are happy today, then you are doing well. The more you are not happy, everybody will feel you. Okay. So when the parent is happy, rules are relaxed, and the parent is tired, rules disappear. So what does that mean? That means that maybe you got an alert of 5 million naira in your account. All of a sudden, you are happy. Your discipline is you are very, very happy with your discipline measure. But the day that your boss sends you a message and say, you gave your query, everybody will feel it. So rules disappear. So when the parent is angry, punishment becomes severe. You realize, ask yourself a question: when you are beating a child, what is actually going through your mind? Or when you're abusing somebody as an adult, when you're talking back to somebody as an adult, what is actually going through your mind? What is that attitude that you already had before that situation occurred? What is that thing? Where are you functioning from? Okay, so punishment becomes very severe. So children do not understand what to expect. Last 2 weeks thereabouts, one of my son broke one of my device, and after the whole thing happened, I said they were now trying to call me and call my attention. And I said, well, I'm not in the mood to talk. I just said, can you just let me be? I'm not in the mood to talk. And they still asked me a question. That is it because your phone got broken? I said, yes. You see clarity. So they left me alone for a while. That, this is my mommy. Let me just leave and let her be. So when children don't understand what to expect, so they begin to test the boundaries every day. But strong homes operate differently. Strong homes do not depend on mood, they depend on structure. What structure do you have in your home currently now? How are you running your home? Is it that everybody just wake up? Do you have morning devotion? How do you operate? What exactly are you doing, with your family structure? So you need to check all of that. Without structure, there is confusion. And of course, that's what the Bible lets us know in Habakkuk 2, chapter 2, that says that where there is no vision, the people perish. Where there is no vision, the people act in confusion. So even you personally yourself, look at yourself and ask yourself a question. Am I operating in clarity or am I operating in confusion? If you're operating in confusion, that means you need structure. You need your vision. So rules exist whether the parent is happy or not. For our kids, we just look at them and say, hey, buddy, you know the rules, so follow the rules. Yay, hello, Popcan. Hi, nice to see you today. All right, so rules exist whether the parent is happy or tired. Expectations remain the same. Consistency creates stability. Even for you, consistency for you creates stability. Imagine if you don't eat in the morning because you have wired your body to eat maybe 3 times daily or 2 times daily, your body will adapt to it. When you don't eat at the certain time, your body will begin to call for food. Like, hey, madam, can you attend to us? Can you give us food? Why? Because of consistency. Anything that wants to grow thrives under consistency. That is just it. You are listening to me today. You have a goal, you have a plan. Just keep at it. Keep at it. Before you know what's happening, you will get to where you want to get to. It's just all about consistency. People that became bad today, that became terrible people, they were consistent with it. They started small and they became, big in whatever it is, in whatever behavior they are carrying out. All right. So if you didn't catch anything I said up until this point, I said consistency creates stability, and stability creates security for your children. Okay, yeah, your children want to know that they are safe with you. Your children want to know that they are secure with you. Your children want to know that you've got their back. Your children want to know, your children want to know, right? Your children want to know. So the third point, hey, we are getting there. The third point, children respect consistency. They respect consistency. Children feel safe in homes where they know this is how things work here. Not well, I don't even know what's how it is. They know, and when you are inconsistent, your children will definitely know. So children thrive in consistency. All right, they know this is how. In fact, when their friends come to the house to visit, kids that age, they like to jump around and play and all of that. So when their friends come, they'll tell their friends, we have a rule in our house: no jumping on the chair. So they are quick to tell their friends, no jumping on the chair, take off your shoes before you come in. So because it's something that we've discussed over time. In fact, in front of our door, there's a signpost that says nicely, take off your shoes before coming in. So children want to know that you are consistent. They want to know that you are consistent. All right. So bedtime is the same for children. When they know that bedtime is at a particular time, their responsibility is clear, consequences are predictable. When consistency exists, children quietly they adjust quickly when they know. Like yesterday, my daughter did something very funny. She took one of my oil and she just used it in a very funny way. So when I asked her, why did you do this? She said, her body was scratching her. So she thought that was the best thing, because whenever her body is itching her like that, she uses pseudo cream. So this time around, beside the pseudo cream was the oil, and she picked the oil and also used the oil. So I said, well, there's a consequence for this because you know the rules. I said, what is the rule? She said, you don't touch what doesn't belong to you. I said, well, you touched this one, so this is the consequence. And that was just it. So when they know that there's always a consequence behind the reaction, they will sit up and they will act very well. Okay. When consequences exist, children adjust quickly. So, but when the rules change consistently, children push consistently. Like recently, we noticed that there was always insect in our car. So we now ask the question, what is always causing insect in our car? Of course, because we do eat in the car. All right. So my husband went to the car wash this particular day, and when he was back, he said, from today, we are not going to be eating in the car anymore. Anybody that wants to eat, you must get to the house before you eat. So this Sunday, while we were going to church, I think, yeah, we're done from church. We were going somewhere. So we wanted to snack on something. So my husband brought out a snack, and my son said something. He said, no, Dad, we do not eat in the car. And my husband said, "Who said that?" He said, "Boy, you said that. You told us that you do not eat in the car, you know." So they are there, they will remind you. Let me tell you something. Your children will eventually figure you out. Whatever you want them to find out is up to you. So if you are living your life now, you are living your life in a particular character, in a particular behavior, your children will find you out. And if you are that one person that is always telling your children, when I was in school, I was a top student, they will figure you out. When I was in school, I was a your children will figure you out. They say, ha, that, but daddy told us that he was the top of his class. So how did he get to where he is today? So children push consistently. They are always testing you. They want to test you and see this thing that this my daddy is saying. Is it really true? Does he really mean it? But when they know that you mean it, man, they will adjust. All right. So all of that is better than since I moved in the direction of consequences. I've noticed quite a lot of before when I used to hit my child, I used to do it. When I used to do it, I realized that she was very afraid of me. You know, once I speak, she's in fear, and you don't want that because indirectly you're already pushing her to go out there and go and find somebody that she's not going to be afraid of. Your home should be a place where your children will run to, not run away from. Quite a lot of us Africans, we were raised the way we were raised to run away from our home, and that's why at 18, we are already thinking of how to run away from. Even before 18, I thought of how to run away from the home. I tried to run away from the home, but thank God for God. Thank God for God. Yes, I have an Instagram account, my Fem Academy. You can check us out there. Yeah, you can check us there. My Fem Academy. We have a YouTube account as well, My Fem Academy. Just check us up there and follow us for more. And we also have a community where we help parents, a community where we help wives, where we help husbands, where we help them to become. And of course, we have the free version, we have the paid version. And sometimes maybe you just need a clarity section, you need somebody to talk to, about, you have questions in your heart, you want to ask about parenting, about personal life, about where you're supposed to be in life and all of that. You want to get married, you don't know the next step to take. This guy, is this the right guy for me? We have an assessment test and onboarding that we help singles to do, and once you take those assessments, you will be able to know, hey, maybe this guy is good to me, it's good for me, or we are going in the same direction. The worst thing that can ever happen to you as a person is to marry somebody that is going at a different direction from you. That person will sabotage your life. There will be confusion, there will be chaos, there will be division, and that is usually where divorce begins to happen. All right, that is where divorce begins to happen. So if you want to take, maybe you're a single person watching, right? You want to take a singleness test. You want to take you just want to find out where you are so that you can be able to
It's 14 hours.
Move from where you are. Well, we have that assessment to help you, move forward. All right. So because children push constantly, yeah, because they are trying to figure you out. I mean, they are children, they are still trying to discover their world. And there's a whole lot. Even you that you are an adult, you have not discovered everything. There are some things that you are discovering about yourself every day. So give them space to breathe now. Let the children breathe. All right. So consistency is one of the greatest gifts you can give to a child, not perfection, consistency, not perfection. You don't have to have everything really, right? But just your presence is what a child needs sometimes. Sometimes it might even be just somebody to laugh with, somebody to gist with. Sometimes for my daughter, we take our leisure time. We can go on our street in our estate and we ride a bike together for maybe 10, 20 minutes and we are back. No phones, just riding our bike, gisting and connecting. Imagine what that would do to a child. All right. So children thrive on that consistency. So practical steps for you to take. I'm going to rush through this. We are way back past our time. Clear rules. We have 3 pillars of discipline: clear rules, consistent consequences, and emotional control from parents. Clear rules. Children know what is expected, not guess. Don't leave them to guess anything. Don't think they are that you that your parents raised with sarcasm. No, don't leave them to guess. Clear rules. Sometimes you even get them to repeat the rules after you. All right. So clear rules, consistent consequences. If you don't wash your plate, if you don't do this, if you don't do that, then you'll face a consequence. What is the consequence of your action? XYZ, XYZ, XYZ. You use your consequences. For my kids, as much as not doing their chores, they can have a consequences of picking beans. Yes. I say, well, this is your consequence. You pick one derica or one cup of beans. Yeah. So I convert my energy of shouting and yelling and flogging. I convert it for you to help me walk. Since I don't want to shout, right? So I'll use that energy. I'll carry it. I say, okay, this is your consequence. This is what I want to do in the house. Go and get this done for me. Go and get this done for me. So that's your consequence. All right. So consistent consequences. Children learn emotional regulation by watching you. If all you do is you shout at your children, hello, Popsican. If all you do is that you shout at your children, you harass them, they're going to learn it. When they go to school, they will shout at their friend, they will shout at their teacher, they'll be rude, and that's how bullies are being made. Because what you are doing is that you are bullying that child. All right. And you are giving that child trauma. Because when they grow up, a lot of us have not even recovered from the trauma of our parents. We have not recovered. Somebody says it's not trauma, it's discipline. Well, you are pouring it on another person because there's a better way. There's a more better way. And I tell people that trauma is not even the bad things that happen to you. Trauma can be as much as the good things that were supposed to happen to you that did not happen to you. That can be trauma. All right. So for those of you that are watching with you, which do you think is harder for parents? Let me know in the comment section. Is it consistency? Is it emotional control? I want to see your response. Consistency or emotional control? Hello, today. Consistency or emotional control? Consistency or emotional control? Yeah, I want to see your response. I want to see your response. All right. I want to see a response. Okay. So let me leave you with this as I wrap up for today because we started a little bit late, but I'll leave you with this for today. Hello, King of Boys. I'll leave you with this for today. So children don't need louder parents. They just need a leader that is clear. They need a leader that they can follow that knows where he is going to. The moment clarity increases in your home, conflict will drop. Conflict will decrease. Let everybody know where they are going to. Ask yourself a question. You that you are not yet married, who am I? Before you go and carry another person to join body, who exactly am I? Where am I going to in life? What is my purpose? Marriage was not created for fun. Marriage was not created for, hey, let me show people that I love my husband. Marriage was created for the fulfillment of purpose and destiny. Which one are you fulfilling? If you don't know what you are fulfilling, you cannot help another person to fulfill his or her journey. A blind person leading another blind person. They will fall into a ditch. And that's what the Bible says. When the blind leads the blind, they fall into a ditch. All right. Okay. So children don't need louder parents. They need a leader that is clear. The moment your clarity increases in your home, conflict will decrease and discipline will become easier. This thing I'm saying to you might seem easier as I speak, but you have to start. You might say, I've done this thing before, be consistent, continue. By the time they know that you have changed or you have become a better person, everybody would adjust. All right. So if this teaching helped you today, please share this live with other parents. We're on YouTube. The replay is on YouTube. You can go to YouTube and watch the whole session on My Fem Academy. Just go to live and you'll find it there. All right. Or you can chat us up on WhatsApp. You can leave the WhatsApp number there. So you can chat up us on WhatsApp if you have questions you need to ask or you need parental guidance or clarity. Chat us up on WhatsApp and we can let you know how best to come in. All right, because many parents are struggling not because they don't love their children, but because they were never taught how family leadership works. You can also catch our replay, our teachings on YouTube. Follow us for more. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us, and catch more on as we share on parenting. The handle is My Fem Academy. Yes, My Fem Academy. That is the handle. Thank you very much for staying with us today. I'm sure you enjoyed this live. If you did, just give me some high five. High five, high five, high five. Thank you very much, Chukwemeka. That was very kind of you. You stayed with me till the end. And I see someone here that has stayed with me. Sandra. Thank you. You stayed with us till the end. Thank you very much for joining our live. My name is Abiola Akinyelu, and some people call me their favorite coach. Yeah, but when you join our bigger community, you have access to call me that, because yes, indeed, I am their favorite coach. So always remember, strong families don't happen by accident. Strong families don't happen by accident. They are built by design. They are built by design. So I'll see you. We're supposed to come up live again tomorrow. I'll see about that. But until then, you can send us a message. You can send us a hi. And if you have questions, you can leave it in our DM and we'll pick it up. Thank you very much for staying with me till the very end. And until I come your way again, I'll say au revoir. Bye.